are you feeling physically?
I feel good. I feel 110% right now coming back this season.
How is that, you dealt with a lot of injuries lately. I mean, how was that climb back to kind of get to this point?
Just a lot of adversity. Nothing really stopped me. You're going to have bumps in the road, but it's just how you keep going through that path.
You guys had a lot of defensive front guys going to the draft last year. What's it been like in that room, kind of being like, hey, we got to keep this group reloaded because, even though Rashad, Patrick, Caleb, they're all in the NFL now, you guys still have a precedent to set the tone?
Yes, sir, we definitely do, but I feel like the standard hasn't dropped since they left. We still keep the standard going. With them being gone, we still ask tips. Ask them, okay, you're getting this in the league since they're at the advanced level where we're trying to be next year, upcoming. We just ask them certain things to help us with our game in college.
Keyshon, from a leadership standpoint, how much responsibility do you feel given one of the older guys?
I feel a lot of responsibility. I feel like the young guys look at me like if I'm loafing or I'm doing things not correct, that they feel like they can do certain things. So I just try to keep myself at a high standard so that they can follow.
What's it like being in a defensive line room? The defensive tackles especially, you got guys like Elliott Donald, Dayon Hayes, who are not as experienced, but lots of talent. What's it like, having that given the draft last year?
It's good. It's just bringing them guys on our wing, trying to teach them the things that we know and try to advance their game coming in. And it's just like just learning from them, learning from us. Just out on the field, we try to get them in the film room, try to stay with them after just to teach them certain things so they can elevate their game.
How would you assess what you've seen from the offense so far?
Can you please repeat that?
What have you seen from the offense so far? You've been going up against them, obviously.
I've been seeing a lot. The little things that they're running, I feel like our offense is doing good. They're keeping me on my toes, trying to get me better for this upcoming season.
Kenny said something about, he said that the O-line, D-line, you guys, you compete in practice, but you guys have developed a good relationship. Would you agree with that? And how do you guys help each other?
Yes, sir. I feel like in practice is competition in between the white lines, but then off the field, I ask Carter or any of the O-line and be like, so y'all setting me like this, why y'all set me? So it can help me elevate my game just in case if I see them type of blocks during the season.
What are you doing this year to make you? Pat mentioned that you're improved this year and you're not going to get hurt.
Just prehab and rehab. That's all I've been worried about. Prehab. Make sure when I come off the field, take care of my body. Make sure I'm eating the right things. Change my diet up. Just doing them type of things.
Are you quicker this year off the ball?
I feel like I definitely am.
How much do you feel like you just have something to prove still? That you have something to your game that you haven't been able to show on the field?
Just being healthy. I know the field, so if I'm out on the field, I feel like I'm going to produce. But just having the guys there next to me, like D. Green, Kalijah, and Haba, they just stand on me, just like making sure that I do the things to be out there on the field and stay healthy.
Anyone in specific on the offensive line that's giving you a hard time again?
I feel like they all are. I feel like sometimes because we're doing a lot of rotating with the O-line, and it's been looking good, different schemes. So I feel like they all getting me better, and vice versa, I'm getting them better.
Sean, less than 2 weeks now from the start of the season, is there a sense of urgency from you and the older guys that this might be your last season, or given that?
I feel like it's not a sense of urgency, but I could definitely feel the clock. But it's just being where my feet are, trying to take it every day, 24 hours at a time.
Speaking of the clock ticking, the clock's ticking in your senior year, do you feel like this is your last real chance to make an impact?
Yes, sir. This is my last chance, but I just feel like like I said, I'm taking it 24 hours at a time. Anything the team need, I'm there.
Keyshon, things are going to be different this season, but I was curious, as a player last season, how did you process games differently as they were happening, or how did your mindset change about with there being no fans, being such a strange, unfamiliar kind of environment?
It was kind of weird with no fans, but it's COVID, so I understand. But I can't wait to September 4th to see the fans back out there. But with no fans in there, I just treat it like practice.
Did you or guys have to come up with any other ways to kind of amp yourselves up at all, or?
No, sir. When you're in between the white lines, you know it's time to take care of business.
Anything else?
What have you seen out of Marcus Minor so far this year?
I've seen Marcus Minor has been real good. He's been doing things that I hadn't seen before coming from Maryland. So he's like kind of helping me on my game, and especially with players and different players in the ACC that I know I'm going to be going against. So he's definitely helping me elevate my game.